Hey y'all, what's up? Happy Friday. Welcome back to my channel. I'm mothercharged and we are playing Life is Strange Reunion. Oh my god, I can't believe we're finally here and we are finally diving into this bad boy. I'm so psyched. I can't wait to see what happens. Anyway, I want to start with something that I don't like about it and then I'll give it its praise, but I do want to start with this. I'm all for criticizing but then praising, I want to say, but anyway. What I don't necessarily like is how they're doing Max's Rewind. So I'm not sure if I'm the only one getting this, and it could be because I was just playing it. Max's Rewind in Life is Strange 1, she can't really go back that far. Like, she may be able to go back a couple of minutes. In fact, they make a point of saying sometimes that it's too much time has already passed, so she can't go back. When you go to the turtle and Amanda is giving her set, finally wearing better clothes, by the way, because what the fuck? I hope she doesn't wear that again, but anyway. When she does her set, there's a heckler, and she has a really shitty time. She's really upset, and she goes to, like, cry in the bathroom or whatever. So Max rewinds and then gets rid of the guy, and it goes all the way back from before her set, before her conversation with her, before her conversation with Vin, which almost feels like that could have been maybe like 30 minutes to an hour, which is crazy. I'm like, her powers never go back that far. Is it because she's been practicing with Moses that she can rewind further, or is it just pure laziness? It feels like pure laziness. Like, oh, we just wanted to put a rewind in here, so we'll make her get rid of the guy, because even the way she gets rid of him is lazy as fuck. Oh, I saw your blue Mercedes going down the river. And I'm just like, definitely not as intelligent as, like, the things you would have to do in the earlier games, so. And also some of the parts where you're rewinding for the students felt kind of lazy. And Moses, like, his anime game or whatever. So that's my criticism of it, which isn't that big. What I like about it so far. I do like the story. I like what they're doing with this. They're not adding drama for the sake of drama. It does feel organic. So, if you remember from Double Exposure, President Fayed, Safi's mom, is no longer there because of everything she was doing, which was covering up for Lucas Colmenero. She was doing a lot of kind of shady things with the school. There was stuff that Loretta was talking about that I feel like I never got to the bottom of, but something with Safi, like spending the school's money. I don't know if they ever really go there, but anyway, a lot of stuff. So, you have different options where she can get fired, she can step down. I think I had her where she stepped down. But no, she gets shot by Safi by accident. Well, could be by accident or on purpose. There are two different ones. So she's recovering for a little while. But in this time, now we have a new president, Owen Teller, and he is a douchebag. So President Fayed was definitely the lesser of two fucking evils, right? She's still there. She has a peripheral role, so she's on the board, which means she does have influence over things, but this guy's in charge now. One of the major changes since Double Exposure is the storm did destroy a lot of the town that they're in. Lakeport is this town. So this guy Teller, this piece of shit, is trying to screw this town by buying up all these like properties and expanding their school, obviously to make more money. So it's kind of fucked up because these people in the town, they're waiting for insurance money to fix their places, and he's just trying to buy them out or destroy places. So the Abraxas Society has a house on this place, Fremont Lane, which is off campus in the town of Lakeport. And he's trying to buy that building. It's a historical building, right? And he was trying to get a permit to demolish the building. It didn't go through, but he was literally going to do it anyway, like a piece of shit. So all these things are going on, and now Lucas Colmenero, interestingly enough, is now trying to be like the hero of the people, because obviously he's butthurt. Dude, if he didn't get freaking pushed out of Caledon, he'd still be the freaking teacher there, right? Or professor there. But now he's a professor in a high school in Lakeport. So now he's butthurt, he's fucking bitter, and now he's just going after Caledon. Doubt he actually cares, but he's giving that image now that he gives a fuck. He's got a podcast, whatever. Everybody in the game has a podcast now, by the way. It's funny as shit. Moses does a podcast and he doesn't realize that it's an ASMR for people to go to sleep to. But it cracks me up because I do go to sleep to shit like that. So he's like, wait, what kind of podcast is it? It's a really funny part. Anyway. So that's kind of the background of what's going on. I'm not telling this in the order you find it out, by the way. I'm just... So in the beginning, Max is coming back from New York City. She went on a trip there. She was booked in galleries. This is a really good step for her career, and actually kind of a good time for her because this guy, Teller, doesn't think she has any value, which is totally fucked up. He has no respect for liberal arts, especially Max. He calls her instructor. She's not really a professor. So he's clearly trying to push Max out. You definitely get the vibe that he doesn't like the fact she lives in that house and all those things. So that's going to be part of his agenda, is to get rid of Max. President Fayed promises Max, I'm on the board. I'll make sure he doesn't push you out. But really, how much sway does she have? And especially when things get really important where she's going to have to sacrifice, is she going to sacrifice Max? I don't know. Just saying. So this trip was good for her career. Now she went, but when she came back, school was on fire. There's all this fucking craziness. Protests happen. Schools are blowing up. But Moses, and it looks like he's carrying Chloe. They don't really show up, but it looks like he has Chloe somehow. Dies. So Max had a photo of the day she left for New York City, which was 3 days prior to that. Goes back, cancels her trip. So once again, Max gives up these wonderful opportunities for her career to save the people she loves. But she does say, Caledon, Lakeport, she truly feels at home here, which is something that she hasn't had before. So she wants to save it. She wants to save everybody. She loves her students. She loves Moses. She doesn't want to see this place. So she goes back and Moses is like, what the fuck? We promised you we're never going to do that. But she tells Moses and he's like, yeah, you kind of had to do that. But now that she has Moses, he can help her a little bit with what not to do, how to do this safely maybe. So maybe we won't get a giant storm that destroys everybody. Now, interestingly, in all of this, ever since Max merged timelines, we have Chloe. Chloe's been having nightmares about Safi, about being shot by Max, up on the overlook, like where Safi's storm was, pretty much. And she shouldn't know who the fuck Safi is, but here she is having these nightmares about her. So she shows up, talks to Max, saves her too. There's like something Max is trying to break into Abraxas to get information. She finds Loretta, like all these things. But Chloe shows up because she meets everybody in the bar. She finds out Max is over there. She goes to get her out. And now they finally have their reunion, which they've both been agonizing over for years. What are we going to say to each other? And it's pretty emotional. You could tell they both really, really care deeply for each other, but things are very complicated between the two of them. But they're both really glad to see each other, I think. And Max can't really explain why she's having the nightmares. I don't fucking know. But it does seem to coincide when she merged the timelines. Now, another thing. Joyce is alive. Arcadia Bay is fine. So I think Max definitely merged a timeline where... She might have merged the timelines where Chloe died and Chloe's alive, actually. Because if you merge the timeline where Chloe died... Arcadia Bay is fine and Joyce would be alive and everybody else would be alive. But if you do, yeah, so she might have done that. But either way, Chloe proves to her that Joyce is in fact alive. So that's interesting. Now you can choose at the beginning that Chloe died. So I wonder if when she shows up, it's just, oh shit, how is Chloe alive? So I think Max ended up merging those timelines. So that's what happened there. Which makes you wonder if that's going to be this game, is she's going to have to split them or something. But anyway, so that's where we are. So now Chloe is talking to her, and Max is like, listen, you gotta talk to Moses. He'll want to talk to you about these dreams that you're having and all this shit because we can really get to the bottom of what the fuck is going on. And Safi has shown up in this other character, which I thought they did. I was disappointed in that too because it was so obvious. It was so obvious that I was like, nah, that can't be Safi. It was literally that obvious. And Diamond is just like missing but sending emails. Like, what the fuck? No. I hope it gets a little crazier with that whole situation, but we shall see. So, all right, let's dive into this bad boy. So now they're going to see Moses at his office, by the way. Oh, she's so in love with her. Oh my god, look at this.
Is that what I think it is?
Oh, hold on. I got to turn up the volume. Give me a second. Speakers. There we go.
You assholes have your own observatory?
Of course.
Oh, hey. I know we have a fire and an existential crisis to solve, but I am definitely breaking in there tonight.
Of course she is, right?
Truth to Max. You good?
Sorry. I just still
She loves her. Oh my god.
You're really here.
That is love.
Listen, if I'm gonna feel okay about being here with everything you have going on, I don't want to be weighing you down.
You're not.
Good. Then let's split up. I'll go up to the Science Palace and meet your friend while you go focus on the firefuckers.
No, I'll walk you there.
Max, I've navigated stairs before. Go. Get some answers. I'll call you soon.
She's so in love with her. Oh my god. It is Chloe.
Chloe!
I knew it. Oh no, come on. Don't do this. I freaking fixed my shit.
I'm okay, you goober.
Hold on, let me fix something. Unless if I lower this again. This could be, maybe. Let's try that. I don't know. All right.
Now go.
Good luck. She must have come looking for me, and I wasn't here. She found Moses, and she... But I'm here now.
Yep.
And this time...
Wait. Sorry. Now it's too bright.
I will make sure nothing happens to her.
Yep. She will too. You know, Max would do anything for Chloe. I'll give her that. She would. Which I don't think Chloe, with the exception of William, has had anybody else like that in her life. So.
Hard to think about anything besides Chloe at
Oh my
the
god,
moment.
look at these fuckers on the wall. That's some creepy shit. Oh, there she is, Fayed. My girl.
But if I want to save her and everyone else, I need to start finding answers now.
Where's Vin? Let's get him.
Where can I dig up more information on Abraxas?
Vin. I get it if I'm the last person. Oh, hey, let me know if you need me to come meet up with you. The admin building isn't too far. Max, you literally just walked away from me. I haven't even made it up the stairs yet. Though to be fair, I'm not sure this staircase has an end to it. Jesus fucking Christ, I need to quit smoking. That sounds great. Maybe right after we solve your existential crisis? Deal. Okay. I think I've climbed Mount Science. I'm heading in. Good luck. Send you updates. Update. I was wrong. There are more stairs. Fuck my life. Okay. Alright.
Maybe
So,
I can find someone to help me.
wait. Alright, let's see. I don't want to miss anything, you know?
Can I put my international
I
photography
miss
award in
Gwen.
here?
Gwen better fucking be here.
Maybe you would get Owen to take me seriously.
For real. Where's my girl?
When a slogan feels like a personal attack.
Mm-hmm. Time to look forward. Mm-hmm. The new Caledon, right?
The Caledon rebrand is beginning.
Mm-hmm. Asshole. What a fucking asshole. People that gotta prove themselves, right?
Good morning.
What the fuck?
Okay. Promise is a promise.
That's right.
What happened last night was terrifying. I hope you're taking care of yourself.
Yep.
Thank you. How are you doing?
Trying.
Question 1. What is your connection to the Abraxas Society?
I don't have one.
I was in it, actually.
Some of my students
You can
are
do it by doing the
members,
puzzle
but
box.
I'm not.
We were.
Then why were you in their basement last night?
Mm-hmm.
Our new president has a lot of plans for Caledon. It appears that Abraxas is standing in the way of those plans.
Mm-hmm.
Question 2. Should students be concerned about an unchecked secret society running?
Loretta. My turn. How are you doing?
I'm coping, honestly. I think it would help me get some closure if I understood what happened last night.
Right. We have to be nice to her, I
respect the
think.
need for closure and for answers.
I swear, Max. There's something weird about this. Abraxas is hiding something. Nobody's been able to take them on, ever. The Caledon Crier has been publishing for 60 years. You know what's in their archives?
Shit.
Puff pieces on how Abraxas throws the best parties.
I mean, what would they have, though, really?
I've searched Abraxas and every other creepy occult word I could think of. Nothing of substance.
I'll make you a deal. In lieu of any more grilling, how about I find you some more search terms? Then we can pool our research.
I'll consider it.
Alright.
Abraxas has a lot of secrets. It's time somebody cracked them.
Where's my Gwen? I miss my Gwen.
If a bunch of rowdy Abraxans start building a bonfire, it could get bad fast.
For real. I mean, we really need to talk to Vin, though. Oh, look at this.
Learning through osmosis.
Right?
Not a well-respected field, but the early research is promising. I always thought Abraxas was creepy, but at least it's the least creepy rooster-reptile hybrid.
Right?
Vin adores Jack Parsons. I wonder if it's an
That's
Abraxas
right.
thing or a Vin thing.
Probably both. Vin is an Abraxas thing. And Abraxas is a Vin thing.
Did someone vandalize this plaque?
Oh, shit.
Or are they trying to add to Gretchen's list of accomplishments?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Try Jack Parsons.
One article. Already read this one. I told you. Puff pieces.
When I heard about Diamond,
I was a gawky theater kid with a crush on Jack Parsons.
That's when I really started digging into
Abraxas.
Abraxas.
Okay.
Can you try Bonfire? A few Labor Day parties, a production of The Arsonists, and... Oh.
look at the date.
Ooh,
that's this weekend.
A large bonfire.
Do they have an annual bonfire?
Spread to the lawn.
They misspelled Abraxas. Amateurs.
Where?
I mean, it's a student newspaper. You're all amateurs.
Right?
Excuse you.
Interesting.
Look for Gretchen Kostov. The founder of the newspaper? There's gonna be a lot.
Right?
Okay. Several articles written by her. A few reviews of her films, and...
The Abraxas Society wasn't always the Abraxas Society.
But it seems like the occultist stuff was there
Women's
from the beginning.
Equality League. Interesting. That's where they were.
So, what do we know? That Abraxas has been getting away with mayhem for decades. They could do anything to anyone, and we never know.
But the party wasn't on just any day.
That's right.
Is there something special about this weekend? I'll be right back.
Vin. Oh no.
Vin adores Jack Parsons. I wonder if it's an Abraxas thing or a Vin thing.
Alright, so that, I was checking that, but it's June and we're not in June. I think we're in the fall, right? Did they say? I forgot.
I always thought
Alright, that's probably not.
Abraxas was creepy. But at least it's the least creepy rooster-reptile hybrid.
Sure. Oh! Witch's calendar. Here we go.
That's it. But what is it?
I don't know. Let's see. Midsummer.
If a bunch of rowdy Abraxans start building a bonfire,
There has to be something.
it could
with,
get
like,
bad
the
fast.
rituals. Okay, relics. I don't think this would
Vin
show.
adores Jack Parsons. I wonder if it's an Abraxas thing or a Vin thing.
Alright, let's see.
Having a journalism major on the case is coming in handy.
Okay. Try Maybon. Oh, here we go. A masked Maybon party? And look, it's the same weekend as the other article. They must be prepping for another one tonight.
Hang on 1 second.
This is what we need. I just have to get my hands on a mask, and I could go anywhere, talk to anyone. Max?
What the hell? She's
There
tripping.
won't be a party. We need to talk to Vin and shut it down.
Hold on. Think about this. I'll postpart one of my podcasts tonight, then we'll go and ask people about it. They'll spill their guts.
No way. It's too risky.
Risky how?
I don't know.
You're still not telling me something, aren't you? I told the police I was in that basement alone. Now you're stonewalling me?
I'm telling you, I only have suspicions right now. If you're gonna blow this story wide open, you need solid proof.
That's what I'm saying. I'm out of leads. President Teller ignored my requests for a comment. Reggie says I'm crazy.
Oh, rude.
Tonight is my last chance.
Oh, because Reggie is Brax's.
I have a responsibility to try and stop the party. But Abraxas has ways of getting around the authorities, so I don't know how much good it'll do.
That's true.
I know you want answers. I also know that if you go to the Abraxas house tonight, you'll be putting yourself in danger. Again. Promise me you won't do that.
True.
I promise I will try to find the truth and not do anything stupid in the process. I'm sorry. That's the best I can do.
Wow. I mean, she's dedicated to her thing, I guess.
I could rewind and make Loretta forget the party is even happening. I kept her safe, and she'll never know. And if she did, she'd never forgive me.
That's true. But wait, should we let her go? I'm wondering. No, maybe not. It's our boyfriend. Hey, baby.
Vin's moved up in the world since his administrative. I'm guessing the university wouldn't pay for a new nameplate, so he made one himself. I don't think Vin has let all of his recent success get to his head, but
He
it's
has.
hard to tell with him.
That's why we love him. He lets everything get to his head. Alright, it's not one. It's okay. Hey, honey. I do love him. He's just adorable.
What the hell? You towed my car?
You mispronounced. Thank you for saving my job, Vin. I owe you several drinks. Owen is furious that the demolition was held up. What do you think would happen if he found out you were there? Why were you there?
There is something strange going on. It's centered around the Abraxas house, and I think you know what it is.
Max, I don't have time for your sleuthing. Owen needs my help. The board is asking questions, and there goes my Saturday.
What has he gotten you mixed up in?
Nothing. The Abraxas house was irreparably damaged by the storm.
Didn't look that bad to me.
And
True, didn't.
Owen's Caledon 2.0 plans hinge on the future site of the Scientific Institute for Caledon. Unfortunately abbreviated, sick. I know he's a dick, but he's an ambitious leader. And he's got the backing of the board. So, the house is coming down.
Okay, hold on. It's illegal.
I saw the stay of demolition. According to the court, the house is staying right there.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, come down it must. Either now, due to a miscommunication with the demolition company, or later, due to an expensive legal battle.
I don't understand. You are the president of Abraxas. Doesn't this bother you?
Of course it does. I want to keep Caledon weird.
See?
And I want to keep the Abraxas house in all of its haunted glory.
Facts.
But this is happening. All I can do is advocate. For Abraxas, you, and the arts in general. I'm doing my best. Now, are you going to take my word for it? Or are you going to keep asking me questions?
He did protect her towing the car.
Answer.
Vin, you have to cancel the Maybon party.
He did. I told Reggie there wasn't a good backup spot to build a bonfire. It's canceled as of last...
Vin, I need that file from the archive by end of day.
This
Got
dick.
it right here. Sir, about these messages...
They'll have to wait.
He treats everybody like shit.
Vin looked like he wanted
Unless
to
they
chase
can
Owen
do
out of
something
the
for him.
room. Maybe I can push him over the edge. I should rewind.
Alright. Alright, we gotta go through this shit again.
Max.
I saw that You need help getting Owen's attention? Loretta is planning to release her podcast about the demolition tonight. But maybe if Owen gives her the comment she's after, he can reduce the damage.
Holy shit. That will get his attention. And, oh god. Make him supremely angry. Still. Thank you.
I mean, it's what it is, right?
Vin, I need that file from the archive by end of day.
Got it right here. Sir, I have to speak with you. Immediately.
Not now.
It's new information about that podcast.
Fine. Walk with me.
Now we're gonna go spy in
That
this
should buy me
bitch's
enough time to
office.
search the office.
Look at
Normally
the
I
fucking
wouldn't suspect
doorknobs.
Caledon's president
Jesus.
of arson. But someone's about to burn down the building he wants to get
See
rid
how
of.
fancy this bitch. Look how he's changed it up from Safi's mom. He made it so ugly. Oh my god.
Can I hate something that would make Moses happy?
Yeah,
think
because
I can.
Moses would hate it too. Because it would just be for greed. It wouldn't be about the science. So Moses probably would hate it. That's hilarious though, the dog. Look. That's actually funny. But I hate this guy, so let's see. Dr. Owen Teller,
Owen could
professional
work anywhere he
dickhead.
wanted, but he came back to Caledon. I thought that was sweet. Before I met him.
Look, Princeton, Yale, these are probably fake. This fucking guy sucks. He's like Nathan Prescott, but not Nathan, obviously. But he's that type of dick. Let's look at his computer. Where he keeps his porn.
Did he lose his key or something?
Nope.
Everyone keeps saying that the Abraxas house is badly damaged. I didn't see anything wrong.
Nope. Okay. Buyer will not demolish the building located at 3180 Fremont Street, hereafter referred to as the Abraxas house, until receiving a signed order of demolition from the Lakeport County Court. Said order is contingent upon a visit from a structural engineer, scheduled to take place on Monday, September 23rd. Once the structural engineer, hereafter referred to as the engineer, confirms that the building is damaged beyond repair, the order of demolition can be resubmitted to the Lakeport County Court. If the engineer's report contraindicates, is that a word? I'm looking that up. Contraindicates. I was gonna say contradicts, but oh, it is. Okay, ready? Contraindicate. Suggest or indicate that a particular technique or drug should not be used in the case in question. So it's like a legal word. All right, to give indication against the advisability of a particular or usual remedy or treatment. Okay. Sorry, I didn't know that word, so I want to look it up. If the engineer's report contraindicates demolition, so advises against demolition, the matter will be referred to the Lakeport Historical Commission for further review. Said provisions have been agreed upon by Caledon University and the Lakeport Historical Commission. Cool. All right.
Nice, still logged in.
Ooh. Ew, look at this piece of shit. Tell me he's using ChatGPT to do
Hi,
that too.
I'm Callie, your Caledon automated assistant. President Teller has his weekly meeting scheduled with Reggie Kagan, location Central Quad.
Wait.
Instructor Caulfield, your class size and inattention to grading have raised questions as to the efficacy of your course.
Wow, even the robot knows that. Oh.
Yep. Let's see.
The Abraxas Society was founded in 1962 by Gretchen Kostock. Originally known as the Caledon Women's Equality League, the group is open to all students in good academic standing.
Was worth a shot.
Not really a secret, but okay. My guys are telling me that you're throwing them under the bus to the Lakeport PD. Listen, I've got plenty of words for the idiots who didn't check the basement, but who told them that the demolition had been approved? Who assured me to my face that the court documents were on their way and it has to be tonight? Do you know how much shit I'd be in if the cops had found the explosives? I had to hide them in a dumpster like a fucking mobster. I only took this contract as a favor to Yasmin, but we're done. I told my guys to pull the equipment. Find someone else to do your dirty work and get your fancy team of lawyers ready, asshole. Stan King, New England Red Kings. That's interesting as a favor to Yasmin, so Yasmin. And look, the subject is the fuck. Gets the point across.
Owen's trying to seem more likable, so he outsources the job to a chatbot. This fucking guy.
Right? Sir, sounds like a certain administration in charge of our country right now, doesn't it? Sir, the new AI chat program is ready for your review. I downloaded it to your desktop this morning. As I've said, I have some concerns about using your voice. I know we're attempting to address the unlikable and unrelatable accusations, but even with more boundary conditions, a user could get you to say just about anything. I'm sure you can imagine the potential downsides and PR nightmares that could follow. Let me know if you have any feedback for the developer, Vin. Are you feeling alright? We'll discuss your previous message after the call with the board. I suggest you get your head on straight before then, Yasmin. I think the real question is, how did you fuck up your relationship with your daughter so badly that she doesn't even answer your calls? Maybe you should stop trying. Or maybe I should offer her a professorship. She's clearly the talent in the family. Owen. I'm getting calls from the demolition company. Stan is furious and threatening to sue. What what happened at the Abraxas house last night? Yeah, it's me. Let's see if we can get it to do
I'm
something.
Callie. Instructor Caulfield, your class size and inattention to grading have raised questions as to the efficacy of your course.
That weird
Wow.
even the robot knows that Owen doesn't respect me. Wasn't Owen just now? Holy shit.
That's Safi.
Sophie. What was she doing in Owen's office? She asked Vin to get a file for her.
Yep.
She's up to something.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Max? Are you, like, in there?
I need to get Vin away from the door. No Vin, no problem. Like
That's
I was
right.
never even here. You want to play cat and mouse, Sophie? Let's play.
Facts. I wonder if there was another way to get him away from the door without using rewind, but whatever.
Sophie could be anywhere by now. But knowing her, she probably stuck around to watch me squirm.
I need your assurance that our understanding still holds. This isn't just about Abraxas' future, Reggie. It's about yours, too.
Max, hey.
Shit.
I needed to ask you about yesterday's assignment. Do you have a minute? Sorry, President Teller. I really need to understand this whole a negative space thing.
Mm-hmm. He knows something's up.
Why do I suspect you're not looking to talk photography?
Sorry, I just needed to get out of there.
Poor Reggie.
Are you okay?
It's been a day. Owen's breathing down my neck.
Yeah, he's a
Up to my
dick.
ass and angry emails, and now Marlon says I'm acting crazy.
Why would he say that?
When I saw him this morning, he asked if he could borrow something important, and now he's saying he never even saw me. Stoner.
Safi.
He probably just lost it and he doesn't want to admit it. But it's extremely important for reasons that are extremely time sensitive.
Mm-hmm. Safi.
Does it have to do with the Maybon party by any chance?
Maybon? What is that?
Reggie, I know the party was officially canceled. It would be a very bad idea to hold it anyway.
I always appreciate your advice, Max. It's fine. It's probably a whole stack if I'm down in the basement. I just need to get there early.
So the party is still at the Abraxas house. Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
What was that talk with you and Owen about? It sounded intense.
Nothing important. Just ensuring the success of Caledon 2.0. No pressure.
Mm-hmm.
He said the two of you had an understanding?
Yeah.
Understanding? Who really understands anything these days?
Ain't that true?
What does that word even mean, you know?
Reggie, I know there's a lot going on. Just be careful.
I always am.
Okay.
See you around, Max.
Drop my phone.
That was definitely Reggie.
Oh, shit.
But what about the rest of the quad?
Oh, he's trying to... That's cute. That was cute.
When Safi was impersonating Owen, she took a Caledon folder from Vin. That's my tell.
Okay. Who else? Here are the people who might know more than they're letting on. Owen. What's his deal? He seems laser focused on his goal of ruining Caledon by turning it into tech bro heaven. Would he burn down the Abraxas house if it stood in his way? Loretta. I don't think she's involved. She sure wasn't aware that the Abraxas house was about to come down, but Loretta's march was named after her for a reason. Besides, it's always a fair assumption that Loretta knows more than she says. Safi. The wildest wild card, currently running around campus for reasons unknown. Why is she back now? Why is she creeping around looking for information, trying to get me off her scent? I have to talk to her. Well, that was a productive trip to the president's office. I need to regroup. Here are the people who definitely know more than they're letting on. Reggie. Being the president of Abraxas comes with a certain amount of skullduggery. He's hiding something. It's just a question of what. But Reggie has been working for months to save the Abraxas house. Why would he want to burn it down? Vin. Knowing more than he lets on is Vin's whole personality. He's a secretive guy, but he's also my friend. He reports to Owen, but he loves Abraxas. Is Vin involved in something or caught in the middle of it? Lucas hates Caledon, emboldened by his podcast. Such a dick. I don't know if Lucas is capable of violence, but I certainly trust him less than I trust the other two. Chloe Elizabeth Price is here. Maybe if I keep writing it down, it won't sound so insane. I guess I always thought we'd meet again someday, but I figured it would be years from now, and that it would be more of a mutual plan. She looked exhausted. She mentioned Indianapolis. How far did she drive in order to make her big entrance and whisk me away from the Abrax? I fell asleep. I'm going to put this journal away, but I can't sleep. Not yet. Not until the world starts making sense again. It's 4:02 a.m. I haven't slept. I'm writing this to help me stay awake. She's here. She's sleeping on my bed, likely drooling on my pillow right now. Chloe. Love of my life, thorn in my heart. God, I hope she doesn't read this. The last time I saw her, I was sitting on the motel bed, sobbing into threadbare tissues. She was promising me that it would all be okay someday. This can't have been what she meant. I haven't seen her since that morning at the Overlook. She was so certain she knew what to do next. Find other people with powers, and I don't know, I'm not even sure she knew. I didn't want her to go, but I wanted her to find what she was looking for. She deserves to feel like she belongs, but if she's here, does it mean that she's given up? I hope she'll forgive me for telling her mom she's here. After all, Yasmin is as worried about Safi as I am, but honestly, the cowardly part of me just hopes that Safi doesn't find out. Reggie's a good kid, but he's a terrible liar. He seemed a little on edge in the last week, but I thought it was regular school stress. He's the president of a secret society that is very publicly fighting with Caledon's president. I don't think Reggie ever wanted to be in charge of Abraxas. He just kind of fell into it when Diamond left school so abruptly. Now he looks like he hasn't slept in a week, and he's taking furtive calls during class. Not the typical behavior of my star pupil. I need to find Fremont House, and I need to learn what Reggie knows. And I need to figure out why the hell Safi is here. I think we got more, yeah. No, we did read all this, I think, yeah.
Anyone with a Caledon folder could be Safi.
Alright, I know I'm missing like a lot of extra shit. Alright, let's see. Let's check the collectibles. I bet I'm missing a lot. Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, I bet that was a Chloe picture.
The man has absolutely no hold on this guy.
Good for him, man. Good for him. Now, let's see. Oh, that's cute as fuck, isn't it? Look at that. Oh, boy. Fucking guy.
Safi was just shapeshifted as Owen. Maybe she didn't have time to change yet.
Down with President Teller! Save the...
Here we go.
Down with President Teller!
They're wearing the Krampus mask.
Save the Abraxas house!
Hell yeah, man. Exercise that right to protest.
Use it or lose it, am I right? Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
Reggie is working really hard to advocate for Abraxas. I don't think this will help.
Gotta mix direct action with institutional pressure. Down with President Keller! Save the Abraxas house!
Oh wow.
Down with President Keller! Save the Abraxas!
I mean, you know, it is what it is. It's their right to do that. Yeah, there we go. Gnomes everywhere. Does it count? Oh, it does.
Is it me, or are there more of these gnomes around than there used to be?
It must be the Sims. It's Harvest Fest. If you know, you know, y'all. Where are the seeds? Are they gonna leave us seeds?
Still no sign of Sophie. I have to keep looking.
Hey, what's up, girl? You seen Sophie? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Drop it, plop. Is that what it is? Drop in, plop, or stop and plop? Jesus. That's hilarious. I love it. Can we go in here? No. Okay. We're just running around outside, I guess. Well, at least I was finally able to take a picture of the gnomes.
Sophie
So I was
can't
kind
have
of
gone
depressed
far.
about that.
I need to keep looking.
He's like, oh, I can't take pictures of the gnomes? What the fuck? Oh, who's this? Somebody's over here with bright colored shit.
Sophie saw my class.
Oh,
Maybe
shit.
she'd shapeshift.
She's got a Calendon folder. What's up? Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jeanette. Oh, hey, Max. Fancy seeing you here.
Doing some alfresco homework?
Oh, no, it's a personal project.
Hold on. Okay, let's see.
Were you pleased with the photos you took in class?
Definitely. But I wanted to get a few more to choose from. I asked Reggie if he wanted to shoot together, but he said he had some pressing plans. Lame.
I'll leave you to it. See you in class.
Max, have you ever... I'm sort of thinking about applying to grad school.
For what?
Oh. I shouldn't have... Never mind.
Wait, Jeanette, I did it.
It's cool, Max. I'll see you in class.
Mm-hmm. We can go back now. Okay. Let's try it.
Hey, Jeanette. I've been meaning to ask you. Have you ever considered applying to grad school for photography?
Yeah.
Yes, actually. I wanted to ask you
Oh.
about it, but I figured if you thought it was a good idea, you would have brought it up.
Aw, so cute.
I'm sorry. I'm still new at teaching, and I'm not used to people caring about my opinion.
True.
But of course, I think you're good
That's
enough.
right.
Most of the applications require an artist statement, so I've been working on one. Would you mind taking a look?
I'd love to.
Ugh, it sounds really pretentious.
Let's
Artist
see.
statements are just like that.
The first
You're
time
right
I
in the
got to
pocket.
hold a camera, I was overwhelmed with the desire to capture an image of my mother asleep in a hammock. My artistic instincts were so strong that I nearly dropped her Kodak P880 on her face. When my mother woke up, grabbed back her camera, and forbade me from touching it for the rest of our vacation, I learned a valuable lesson. Photography is not about permission. We are surveilled to some degree or another any time we set foot on a city street or log onto our devices. Why did I say vehicles? Oh my gosh, dude, it's been such a long week. Or every time we log onto our devices. We can take pictures of people with our phones, watches, or sunglasses, with or without their consent. But to take someone's photograph is very different from simply taking their picture, though it might sound like semantics. To photograph someone is to ask another person if you can treat them as a piece of art, not as a commodity or consumer. It redefines communication, introduces playfulness and spontaneity, and demands collaboration between the photographer and the subject. In a world beset on all sides by technology, which often has an isolating effect, photography remains a technology that connects us to each other.
I know it's a long shot, but I really love your class, and some of these programs have financial aid, so...
So what on earth do you have to lose by applying?
Exactly.
Okay, let's meet after class on Tuesday. I'll do my own research on MFA programs, and we can touch base.
That would be amazing.
Hey, don't wait for other people to tell you that you're an artist. You are an artist, whether they see it or not.
Wow. Thanks, Max. I'm so lucky to have you as my mentor.
Don't start crying. Don't start crying.
Do it, cry, and then rewind.
Is this what being a mentor feels like? I like it.
Oh, Max. Oh, Max, you sappy Max. Okay, let's see who else we got to fuck with over here. Oh, shit, there we go. There's that asshole right now. Or Safi. Safi or the asshole, I'm not sure.
I don't mean to interrupt.
Well, unless you want to help me liaise with the Abraxas Alumni Network, you are. Excuse me.
I can't just push Owen to talk. What if it's the real Owen? I need to rewind and regroup.
Oh no. We have to redo that because then it's like we never did it. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't like it. It either goes too far, like, it's just, I don't know.
Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
Hey, Jeanette.
Okay, we'll do this. Alright, there we go. I feel bad if we didn't have that. Alright, let's get that.
Down with President Teller!
President Teller's sitting in the quad over there. I'm not sure he can hear you.
I can do something about that. Thanks, lady.
Yeah.
I hope the power of protest is enough to get Owen away from that folder.
Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
Dickhead. How do you like that shit?
Defend the students' right to self-govern! Save the Abraxas house!
What is it now?
Well, this certainly wasn't pulled from the archives.
Last
Must
night
be the real
was
Owen.
an entirely avoidable incident from Unfortunate. It was handled quietly but could have been catastrophic and demands immediate action. Let's see, okay. Go over police report, miscommunication with demolition team. No better time to demolish the building. Creepy abandoned house will always attract attention. Need to act fast or it could cave in on the next trespasser. Reminder, we are not trying to close Abraxas, but disbanding is always an option if they keep acting up. Reggie's attempts to get Alumni Network on board with the move mixed. Relocation options. Not a lot of Victorian mansions for sale have offered to build new house, but alumni are being, little shits crossed out, obstinate. Pivot to Caledon 2.0. Share new architectural plans. Show the logo without slogan. Ask for thoughts on possible slogans. Yasmin will generate consensus for a time to look forward. Don't forget, Tom's daughter's birthday is next week. Don't yell. Ugh, I hate this guy. He's such a dick. What a dick.
Reggie's gonna deal with it. Did you know he was an economics major before he met you and switched to visual
We did,
arts?
actually.
What a shame.
So you became the president of a liberal arts college, but you hate the arts. What's that about?
Make that make sense.
Contrary to the graffiti around campus, I'm not a heartless suit. For example, I'm something of a collector of Stieglitz prints.
Okay.
You know, Stieglitz was one of the first people to champion photography as an art form.
He was, though I'm sure Stieglitz would be horrified at the state of postmodern art.
Well, Stieglitz has been dead nearly 100 years. I'd be disappointed if he wasn't a little freaked out by my work. Your plans to expand the campus are receiving a lot of pushback. Have you had any second thoughts?
Of course not. The situation in academia is dire. If we aren't aggressive in securing our future, we won't have one.
If you change Caledon beyond recognition, have you secured its future at all?
A question for philosophers and linguists who, despite my better judgment, still have majors here.
You really seem to have it out for the Abraxas Society.
Yes. How dare I want to get rid of a damaged building and build some much-needed classroom space.
I have nothing against a new science building. But
Loretta Rice is tenacious in her pursuit of rumor and nonsense. All the more reason to demolish the house and move past the rumors once and for all.
I'll let you get back to it.
Should we be a dick to
Please.
him? I don't know. Maybe we should try to be a dick. I hate him. He's ugly. I missed rewind. Oh no! Fuck.
Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
Is Abraxas scheduling any sort of formal protest this weekend?
Nah, we'll be too busy sleeping it off.
Sleeping what off?
You know, it.
Good talk.
Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house! Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house! Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
Okay, here we go. This dickhead.
What? Do you mind?
Wait, what? Didn't I distract him? I thought I did. I thought I told him to distract
Down
him.
with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
Is Abraxas
Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
scheduling any sort of formal protest this weekend?
Nah, we'll be too busy sleeping it off.
Sleeping what off?
Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
Is Abraxas?
President Teller!
Oh shit. Oh no, I gotta do that again? God damn it.
Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house! Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas
Hey.
I just feel bad if I don't do this. I don't know. Because it probably makes a difference.
Save the Abraxas house!
Is a
Down with President Teller!
Wait, we
Save
probably
the
gotta go
Abraxas
talk to him
house!
first and then distract him, or you can only do it once? I don't know. I'm confused.
Well, unless you want to help me liaise with the...
Now maybe we do that? Why would you have to do that again, though? That's so stupid. That's what I'm talking about with the rewind in this game. It's like weird.
Is Abraxas?
Look, it's not letting me do it again. Like, you can only have one. That's so dumb. Fuck that. Okay. So now what's our... Okay, now we gotta find Safi. That's dumb. I don't like it. Okay.
Safi knows all the English teachers. If she...
Are we sure we want to do this? What if my husband finds out?
Ooh. They make
I
it out?
already told my husband. He was excited until I told him he
What's
couldn't watch.
up? Ooh, they can't watch. Ooh.
Oh, Max, can you give us a moment? We're discussing some plans.
Uh-huh. No, I want to know what your plans are.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sounds pretty wild and dirty. I like it.
Okay, so they were talking about doing a presentation together. That makes... Wait.
Were they, though? Were they?
Please tell me Safi isn't with her mother right now. Or being her mother right now.
That's so fucked. Can you imagine? You never know. Let's see.
Max, you're out here. That's great.
We are, yes.
Complaining about the new boss to the old boss?
And to think I used to complain about her. I didn't know how good I had it.
Nor
See
does
what I mean?
Owen.
The devil you know.
Once everything calms down, he'll be able to appreciate everything you're doing for him. Just give him time.
I know how she manipulates people with flattery, but it still works.
Is this an official graduate program performance review?
Officially? No. Unofficially, I could not be prouder or more honored that Vinh is the first Regents Chair grant recipient of my tenure.
I never thought I'd make it to college, let alone business school. Caledon's given me so much. And yet, somehow I managed to give it even more in return.
Oh, shit.
This grant is set up to foster the next generation of Caledon leadership. There is no one more deserving.
Owen has a lot of big plans for the school. How is the board handling it?
The way they handle everything, by clutching their pearls. And they're all rich retirees, so they literally wear pearls.
We do. We have a call scheduled this afternoon to hear some updates about his Caledon 2.0 plans. I'm sure it will be as lively as ever.
If not livelier.
I like it. All right, now we need
I'll
to check
leave you
that
two to
folder.
catch up.
How are
Enjoy
we
your
gonna do
weekend.
that?
The campus is beautiful this time of year.
Yeah, go take your next famous photo. Preferably of me.
You know I always
That
support
doesn't
your
really-
work, Maxine, but if you take his portrait before you take mine...
Don't listen to her.
Maybe I can use this photo to get to the folder on the table.
Yes.
Mind if I move that folder? My last shot felt a little cluttered.
Thank you for reminding me. It's yours. That auditing student handed it to me and told me to pass it on if I saw you. Strange girl.
And while we'd love to stay in pose, we really should get ready for the call with the board. Pray for us.
Is that a collectible? I don't know. Trying to find them all, but let's see. Did Safi leave it?
That was fun.
Oh shit.
Meet me at the Turtle for part 2. XOXO.
Freaking Safi. Jeez.
Safi's just fucking with me now.
Yeah, she is.
She's not even here.
But she's having fun, isn't she? So
Safi's been one step ahead of me this whole time. Hopefully now I can get some answers.
She usually is, though. I have to say she was in double exposure, too, because she was doing quite a lot of shit that Max found out, like, later. Like, oh, shit. Like, the stuff to Lucas and... Yeah, Safi's pretty good at the game.
It started in December, but lately it's been getting worse. So I came to Max for help. And she told me, well, it's really more about what I told her, that Arcadia Bay is still standing.
Yup.
And my mom.
Now Moses knows that Max told them that it's not
alive.
So.
But then she told me that until very recently, this wasn't the case. But if I'm here, and Arcadia Bay is also here, I don't know.
You need to fix that.
Do you know what it means?
I get mad about crooked
The visions, the different realities smashed together?
I have some, I want to say theories, but they're closer to fears at this point. Give me a minute.
Sure.
Max told me you're into astronomy. You want to take a look around?
Chloe,
there's an image I captured upstairs that could be a new celestial
here.
object. Or it's just a speck of dust. Either way, you can help me name it.
Seriously?
I hope Chloe gets to stay there at Caledon, because she'll be so happy there.
Let's see if you're as nerd.
Okay, update. I was wrong. There are more okay. Holy shit, this place is expensive looking. Moses Murphy, right? That's him. He's expecting you. Why do you make it sound so sinister? When I walk in, will he be all like, hello, Chloe, I've been expecting you. Moses doesn't have a sinister bone in his body. I have a bunch of sinister bones in my body. They're in my left hand, because I'm left-handed. Sinister is left-handed in Latin. You and Moses are gonna love each other.
Be as Max says you are.
That's cool, Chloe's left-handed.
Maybe Moses would let me print something for Max's birthday.
Oh, cool. Oh!
Simultaneously existing in a state of dead and hanging in there. I know the feeling.
There it is, guys. Confirmation. Schrodinger's cat. What did I say? Double exposure is Schrodinger's cat. And probably
I'm
this
not
one,
big
too.
on the magical schoolgirl thing, but she gets badass points for that eye patch.
Nice, right?
Is this an art room or a physics lab? Moses seems to know how to blend the two with
I wonder if he's ever going to bring it
expertise.
up or talk about it.
So many post-its. I've got to take this guy outside some night and ask him questions.
Okay, let's see. Suspect whiteboard.
Moses is going full... Is that the dude from the bar last night?
It is, Chloe.
Those guys at the bar are planning their protest for tomorrow? I don't like that timing at all.
Nope.
Agreed.
We're fucked.
And
A bunch of guys getting
shit.
pissed off on a message board. This never ends well.
Those guys
See
at the
what he
bar are
says.
planning their protest for tomorrow? I don't like that timing at all.
Agreed. And the form is password protected. If someone was able to obtain it...
I'm on it. I've barely met this lady, but I keep seeing her. That's where I found Max last night.
Yep.
The place would be rubble if she hadn't been there.
And Max thinks the house is where the fire started. I don't know why it's important, only that it is.
Yep. Right.
Whoa. What happened here?
Max took that photo before she jumped back here. But I swear the fire was in a slightly different place when she showed it to me yesterday.
So,
shit.
Max's presence has changed something. But the fire is still on its way.
Shit. No good, right? Maya Okada. That's cute.
Moses needs a name for this dot. I should help him out.
Uh-oh. Suggest name. Uh-oh, here we go. Your titties. Totally your titties. Yes. Oh my god, I missed you, Chloe. I missed you. Oh shit. Oh look. That's a freaking achievement. Oh my god.
A pet iguana? Dude, this office has everything.
Yeah, Chloe.
Some of Max's favorites are in here.
Oh man.
It's good that she found a new movie buddy.
Oh boy. Shit.
Wow.
Your titties.
You process quickly.
I'm just laying it all out. We'll see if anything emerges.
Alright.
So, Professor, have you solved me yet?
Not in the slightest.
Yep.
But I do have some follow-up questions. I'm sure you do too. Why don't you start?
Who's Maya?
I don't mean to snoop, but who's Maya Okada?
Yeah.
She
That's a thing.
was a friend of Safi's. They were really close until Maya's suicide. That's what started all the craziness last year. Safi blamed several people for Maya's death, and she used her powers to get revenge.
Well, it's great that you bought her book.
And I wasn't the only one. Maya's work has been getting more attention in the last year. I'm sure Safi's delighted.
Yeah.
I know we have a metaphysical mystery to solve, but can I use your 3D printer?
What for?
It's Max's birthday. She's being so brave about this whole save the school thing, but I think she needs some encouragement. Your anime wall gave me an idea.
Say no more.
Aww. They're like so good, right? I love the friendship here. Not as like a couple, I'm not saying a couple, but like friends. This is a good pairing. I like this.
You have to text me when you give it to her. She's gonna love it.
You got it. Give it to me straight, Doc. I'm ready.
Okay. You should be dead. I don't know.
I'd like to hear more about your visions. You said they started in December?
Yes.
Yeah. And they weren't even visions at first. Just weird daydreams. Of a storm, or a path, or... But they just kept coming. Then I started thinking about them, even when I didn't want to think about them. And that moment in the green room a few days ago... I don't think it was a vision. I think some part of me really went somewhere.
Okay. What were you doing in the green room before it started?
I feel like it doesn't have anything to do with what Chloe's doing. It has to do
mirror.
with them. What their other people are doing.
That place was a grimy dump. Usually my favorite kind of bar. But for some reason, I started thinking about tornadoes. When Max and I were in high school, there was this crazy week where Max thought a tornado was going to destroy the school. No, sorry, that did happen. But it also didn't happen? What's happening right now?
Let's start with what happened 10 years ago.
Okay.
A storm threatened your town, and Max was forced to make a choice. She saved you, and Arcadia Bay was destroyed.
But the town is okay. My mom texted me an hour ago.
Yes. Somehow, the storm didn't destroy the town, and you didn't die.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make any sense, except...
merging
a year
timelines.
ago, a storm threatened the school and the town. And Max made another choice. Or rather, she refused to choose between Safi and Caledon. Somehow she saved Safi and the school. And however she tied those realities together, it appears...
She tied up some loose ends while she was at it. She brought me and Arcadia Bay back together? With Safi and all the rest?
Yes.
Like how, right?
Somehow. Your vision started when you remembered the tornado. The thing that couldn't have happened, but did. A paradox.
Yeah.
Your life and experiences are coexisting along an entirely different reality. And that's not sustainable.
Yeah, so what's gonna happen?
Maybe when you encounter a paradox, you come unfixed somehow. But that would mean even us talking about it directly could...
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. What just happened? What the fuck? Uh-oh, she went somewhere, yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, this is fucked. Back there.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Stay calm and tell me what you see.
It's always the same path.
Chloe,
it ends in this outcropping
dead for
with a couple of benches.
I'm sure.
Like a viewpoint.
Alive, Chloe. Nice to meet you,
That's
Chloe.
where Safi died.
Oh great, there's two of her.
But there's a lighthouse too. Like the one from Arcadia Bay. There's a sign. It's for Caledon. And my old high school.
So this place pulls attributes from both towns. Hence the lighthouse.
See if there's anything here, right? Nope. Let's see, Vortex Club or Jerks. Julia and Zachary, Love Forever. Blackwell Academy, Caledon.
The sky is wild.
She called off the search, stopped looking for herself.
Weird.
Missing, they said. Then, lost. Going, she replied. Then, gone.
Weird.
There's always something weird when I get to the top of the path.
Yeah.
Me, dead.
Safi practically lives here now.
Left, mostly trees. Right, weird voices, sounds of someone crying. Up, overlooking lighthouse, some crazy tableau. There's a lot to learn here if you're willing to explore and watch yourself die repeatedly. I finally know the truth. Can't wait to see what Max has to say about it. I've been everywhere. Well, almost everywhere. The lighthouse door is shut. What do you think is in there, Chloe?
The, ground.
Yeah, because she died in there. Well, kind of, right? Uh-oh. No, stop! Safi. Oh shit. That's
okay.
freaky.
Max is pointing a gun at Safi.
With Chloe on the floor dead.
A lot of photos.
Photos of what?
Max, stop!
Poor Chloe, man, this is so fucked up.
I saw Max. She had a gun, and it always ends a little differently, but I died. That's what I've been seeing. Me dying. Max killing me.
You said there were photos. What happened after that?
The lighthouse beam turned on, and... What's wrong?
Chloe, you vanished.
Yeah.
Disappeared for about 3 seconds. Before you came crashing back into the cabinet.
What? Where did I go?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think maybe that place takes you back to the moment where Max made her choice. About Safi. About you. Max stitched these realities together, but if you keep going back there, picking at the stitches, it could all unravel.
Yeah.
I saw some of Safi's thoughts and memories. We're stuck in that place together.
Makes sense. Safi is aware of the dual realities. And she's suddenly back on
There's
campus.
Schrodinger's cat on the back wall. That
Maybe
looks
she's
like
looking
that
for the
other
same
poster.
answers you are.
She seems...
Interesting.
Depressed.
Well, you and she are trapped inside your own deaths. Emotionally, I can't imagine what that is doing to the both of you.
But Max chose to save me. Why do I keep dying?
You're returning to the moment of Max's choice. If the choice had been up to you, save yourself or save the town, what would you do?
I'd save the town. I'd sacrifice myself. That's what I told Max to do then. At the time, it felt like what I had to do.
And the overlight seems to reflect that.
Yeah.
Arcadia Bay was brought back to life. Why aren't they stuck in that place too? My mom hasn't told me about any weird visions.
Did you
Have
ask?
you told her about your visions?
Yeah, exactly.
My
Ask
point
her.
is, we don't know what's happening in Arcadia Bay. We can conjecture, but my focus is on helping you.
Exactly. Yep.
So what do I do? How do I make sure I don't think about, you know?
Well, distractions seem to help. Your job. Loud music, lots of people, probably kept you safer. But now that you're aware of it, and what it means, we might have just accelerated whatever is happening. I'm so sorry.
So, it's just a matter of time? Until I don't come back?
At this point, there's a lot we don't know. But that's what the evidence suggests. We won't risk any more explorations into the overlight. That's what we're calling it now, by the way. I'll do some brainstorming. Maybe research mental techniques for...
Don't bother. You've got to focus on the fire.
But we need a plan. Your visions are growing in intensity, and that place is dangerous. If you spend more time there, you could end up in the other timeline. The one where you died.
I'm serious. It's okay. Why should I get to cheat death? It's not like I deserve it more than my dad. Or Rachel. Max saved me in the bathroom. But she couldn't make it stick.
Oh no.
The time she bought me, it's enough. More than I deserve.
What do you mean? Of course you deserve to exist.
Yeah, exactly.
Not according to reality, or the universe, or whatever keeps trying to make me dead. Max has done everything she could for me. She always has. The least I can do is be there for her now. So, on to the good stuff. Who do we think is planning to start a fire? I met this guy last night. Didn't seem like a criminal. Criminally pretentious, maybe.
Nice.
Lucas Colmenero is a former Caledon professor. He's been stirring up animosity between Caledon and Lakeport.
Yep. He's a hater
He
for
hates
sure.
Caledon. You and Max won't be able to get much out of him. Max may have gone full ivory tower, but bars are still my scene. I'll head back there right now to chat with him and his protest buddies. Maybe I can learn more about their plans.
Damn it. Come on, this freaking thing is acting stupid. Alright.